Good afternoon, and welcome to another cast of VRML Breachers. Today we'll be casting an exciting match between, I believe, Ignite is the home team, and we'll be having Ling. My name is Martini, and today I have someone else in the booth. If you want to introduce yourself real quick.
Hello, everybody. My name is Splurge. I'll be co-hosting with your boy Martini.
Awesome. Anyways, let's check out today's lineup. I always love bringing up the matchup page. I don't know if you can see this. But right now we have Ignite, with a record of 3-1-1, so we've seen them at least draw once. With Ling, kind of more on a different look, where it's 6-1, right? They have an 86% win rate, which is pretty impressive. That's pretty solid to have, and I think that's really good for them coming into this game. And I think it makes sense, looking at the community votes, which right now they're 27 for Ling and 4 for Ignite. So definitely a bigger show out from the community, I would say, for Ling versus Ignite. But I always say you never know. I've seen some upsets. We saw some close ones. I think the last cast me and you had was almost an upset for community votes, and things can switch up. So I don't know. What do you think when you're seeing these two teams right now getting ready between Ignite and Ling?
Sure was. It was a good matchup the last time. This time, I think it could go to the favor, but of the voting of the fans. But like I say, I do like to go voting for the underdog, so I could always just put my vote towards Ignite. But I'm gonna expect it to go two matches based off of after Ling's loss, they were managing to keep up most of their roster player base.
And what do you mean by that? Like, was there a lot of people that dropped? You think from Ignite's roster? Or I'm not really looking at the rosters,
Um,
so I wasn't quite sure.
I believe that the last time I didn't really look at the roster of Ignite, but when I did realize, I know that after a loss, players are hard to stick around. So Ling has
Hmm.
majority of their player base still, but I didn't take too much insight over on the
I
Ignite
see what you're
side.
saying. I've seen some times where teams have disbanded altogether.
Yeah,
Like I remember one time I had at a game recently where a team had disbanded after they had lost, and I'm always shocked because I'm like, I don't know, like to me a loss sucks. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like you kind of pick yourself up and you get better, right? You can't. To me, like
right.
especially in this sort of like competitive league, it's not just you lose, you quit, you disband or whatever. I think if you can kind of
Mhm.
pick yourself up and decide, hey, how do we get better? How do we, what mistakes do we make, and how do we kind of move forward and kind of climb this ladder? I think that's a better approach, right? You become a better bleachers player in general, but
As a
that
team,
that that is different though. Than I get it. If you're on a team and they're toxic or you really don't like the vibes there, then yeah, I'm all for you leaving. That totally makes sense, right? But I think this is one of those cases where I think people should not have to feel so harsh about a loss that they would quit or even disband their whole team. Anyways, I did see
Mhm.
someone in the chat. I think Peach is asking, "Is there a giveaway today?" I'm so sorry. There's not a giveaway. We had a lot of giveaways last week, and a
That's
lot
good.
of credit to HyperX, an amazing sponsor. And again, always got to check out those peripherals from HyperX. Um, they send it out for the casting packages. I actually have a HyperX keyboard, so always check out HyperX when you can. I'm trying to see if I can find the code. There is. So if you want to get 15% off of HyperX products in North America, by the way, you can use the code HXVRML23. Again, HyperX helps support Vermal with some high quality quadcasts, and they also again provide our champions with a variety of high quality HyperX hardware. So definitely, if you're climbing that ladder and you want to get some cool products at the end, HyperX will be one of those products. And again, they had a great giveaway last week, but we just don't have enough stuff for them to give out anymore. And
Mhm.
but that's up to HyperX, right? If they decide, hey, next week we got some more products, we might see another giveaway, right? But I'm not gonna. I don't know anything, so don't listen to me. I'm just just saying anything. You know, we'll find out, right? As a caster, I get told things, and then that's about it. Looks like they are choosing the map soon, so we'll be hopping in soon. I'm telling them that we're ready. We are ready to go. We are ready
What
to
map you
go.
speculate they're gonna play off of? What map you
So
think?
I think Hideout. Everyone and their mom plays Hideout, and that's usually a really
Right.
solid first or even second choice pick. So it's like gonna be Hideout. If not Hideout, I would say Factory. If it's not either of those, That's gonna be interesting, and it looks like it's factory. It
Okay, good
looks like we're
call.
going to factory. So I'm really not shocked, and that's what I'm saying. Like these are just common map picks, right? But here we are hopping into the game with Ignite and Ling. They are starting on factory, which again is a very defensive-oriented map, as a lot of people have speculated and talked about so many times in the league. But if y'all did not know either that this is kind of the bread and butter of Breachers, considering this is a map that's been around since I think closed beta or beta, something like that. So this is definitely, I think it's not a fan favorite. It's just like everyone knows it, but it's because it's been around the longest. Hideout tends to be the fan favorite, I would say. Just looking because I saw the stat, just for the amount of people that play what maps, and Hideout's always at the top. I think Factory is a close. No, never mind. It's not even a close second. It's like Hideout, huge drop, Factory. Then it's like Skyscraper, Ship. But anyways, these teams are getting started, and yeah, my game audio is going. Sorry, I'm like so scared about my audio because of the last cast.
Don't
But
worry about it.
we're fine. We were fine.
Right now we have the enforcers pushing towards the storage, sent in a drone. EMP holder, Beagle VR. Drone swinging in B side.
Yeah, it looks like we have Ignite, or is it, sorry, Ling pushing into storage pretty hard. We'll see if anything really starts right now, but a lot of, entry frags, but nothing quite killing anybody. Anyways, our MJ actually gets a shot off on E, already having a really good solid push into B, but XA over there in the corner with the Taurus knocking him down. Unbroken knocks them down, and Vulture does the refrag right now, leaving it to a 3-2 on the push. And Unbroken Verdict surviving with 1 health left. I don't know. It's looking crazy today. How you feeling about the Splurge?
After that breach, Unbroken Verdict, he, like you said it there, he's barely alive, sitting at 1 HP. Let's see exactly. Will he survive? Will he be the last player? Will he be sneaky enough to manage to get a pick? Let's find out.
Yeah, definitely some risky pushes here from Unbroken Verdict. I mean, literally one shot on anywhere on the body is going to knock him down, even though the wall bang, right? Which usually doesn't kill people too often, but it does on the occasion do it.
He's looking for a player now. He's swinging with a player teammate. They double team. Vulture with the shutout on Subovia.
Yeah, that was close.
Ignite.
I think Sabovia might have had some potential clutch-ish almost play, but unfortunately, having, 3 players left on Ling did not pan out well for Ignite.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what the buy is happening. We have some Taurus buys on the Ignite side, so they're looking for those headshots, those one-taps. And, the Enforcers side, right now, they're making their way up top. You could just only assume that they're going to be breaking a hatch, blowing that up with some breaching foam. So
Yeah,
this is a 5v5 tactical game where you have to decide on the economy on what to buy. So the breaching foam is one of those tactical decisions on if you want to buy it and utilize it.
Yeah, I find it interesting, right? I think it's on the second floor, but they're starting at the rooftop, if anything. So they're probably going for a very vertical play from top all the way down, which does happen, on this side pretty often, especially if you're going for kitchen. That hatch gets used all the time, but they will have to be very mindful about that roamer, because I don't know if you can see it in the corner, but I think it's E, is in the corner waiting for them to jump off to get that roaming play off, right?
Yep. One's going to look now, sending in the drone. He's checking lockers for a flank. That kitchen A site hatch, just as you called it. Looking to get some picks from the Ling side.
Yeah, definitely some credit to Ignite. I've not seen him play too heavy-handed. They've been very kind of relaxed on this defense, considering that Ling is slowly taking their time too. So it looks like both of these teams really take their time. Not too much pressure from either side. But we've seen Ling. You know, once they get that attack, they get it started pretty fast.
We're looking for wall bangs now. The wall has been breached into A side kitchen. A pick head from Supnovia on the Nathan.
Beautiful refrag there from XA, but unfortunately they got shot down themselves, and now people are flying in with a 2v2 with Rambo trying to get a shot off, and he does knock down the EMP. It's all down to E. Can they save this? It's against Beagle VR.
Big play from Rambo with the double kill from the Taurus. Right now we have a 1v1 situation. Beagle on Ling side sitting at 33 HP. Disadvantage on the health pool.
And he's going for the ultimate time-wasting play. I thought they would have bought him out, but that was a smarter play because I don't think they're aware, but Beagle actually had less health, but unfortunately Beagle does have the syringe now. So not standing the ground actually turned out to be a bad play from E. Now they are even. Which can go either way, but doesn't matter as E is able to still secure that for themselves and have a good job. I don't know. I thought E maybe played a little too conservative, but it still worked out for them in the end, right?
Right.
So definitely a close game. I mean, 1-1 between Ling and Ignite. I don't know. Any initial impressions you have from either team right now?
They're both playing to win it, that's for sure. They're holding their grounds. They're playing really well around each other, sending for flanks over on the Ling side. So it could be anybody's game. They had a hard time planning that EMP, and it all came into favor from a 1-1 round on round 2. So even looks like on the Enforcer's side they're planning something. They're doing a nice little show here.
Let's get a little instant replay of that. I love seeing when teams have fun in games and enjoy themselves because, I don't know, I think at the end of the day, as much as there's competition and even money involved now, right, with the top 3 teams, we still play this game for fun. You know, like I didn't play Breaches because I hated it, right? You know?
Yeah, for sure. I do enjoy the game myself. The tactical buy on the defending, it seems like the weapon purchases right now, they have 2 Vezins up and some Tauruses. So they're fairly confident on the Ignite side with their shots.
Oh, and it looks like someone might have dropped out with the bot, but they came back in just in time. So unfortunate, I think for Mufin, that the bot just came in for them. But, you know, that's how it is. You got to watch those headsets. And I know they're very finicky, right?
Right. Wallbang's coming in B site. Nade trying to go through the area. Doesn't hit anybody in the storage. Subnovia catches Vulture. 3v5 situation not looking good for Ling.
Ooh, Subnovia.
Triple with the 4, almost aced from Subnovia on the Ignite side. Wow, what a play.
Yeah, definitely Subnovia, I think, earns the MVP tag for that round, coming in a wide swing from the roamer. And I'm surprised that we didn't see anyone on Ling's side to watch their flank. But, I mean, they already started the round down a player with that 4-5, right? So it was an unfortunate round for them. And I don't know. This is definitely a lot of back and forth between the 2 teams. But, you know, definitely showing that Ignite is not one to play around with, even with the votes being so strong for Ling, right? I think it's, what was 23, 20, I forgot. It was in the 20s versus, I think, 4-3 for Ignite. So they're definitely not on the stronger end.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. They're pretty aggressive, too, on the gadgets, from what I'm seeing. But, I mean, their economy is healthy, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that trip mine. Yeah, they're buying in on a bunch of tactical to prevent some of that B push right now. But the attack, it looks like they're gonna be pushing blue hallway, so it could be playing out in the defender's favor here, knowing that blue hallway is flankable.
Yeah, I didn't quite see where they put the gadgets, but I don't think the spread probably was that even. So I'm curious if they put more on A or B, but A is always interesting. I feel like a lot of teams when they play A, they tend to play more like A, the hatch sort of play. You know, from A, it's like here. So it's like yeah, hatch. You go to storage, and then people usually plant here. And there's 2 players actually in here from Ignite side expecting a hatch play. So definitely that wouldn't work out for them. But we'll see if it works out here. A frag coming out from MJ already, not quite killing anybody, and another frag comes out, hitting MJ in the process, but not ending anyone's life. And Sabobia again swings wide to knock out 2 players.
Fire.
And Vultures flashing themselves. And I do not know what's going on with Ling today, but they are looking very much out of form. And I don't know, if I community voted for Ling, I'd be feeling a little stressed right now. Anyways, XA finishing out the round, giving Ignite another round win. I don't know. This just looked like a train wreck. You know, one mistake after another, whether it wasn't watching their flank and then Sabobio swung in, or someone flashing themselves to then trying to pull wide and shooting. And I don't know. I saw a lot of mistakes there. I don't know. What are you seeing right now? Is Ignite just really showcasing what they're doing today, or is it more Ling kind of making too many mistakes?
I say that the Ignite side right now, they got their things holding down with the way they're placing the trip mines and every tactical utility they got, and their resources right now, they're doing really well on placing everything. That's for sure.
They are, and I mean, you got players like Sabobia, right, where they're pulling wide and doing a really good job at showing that they know what they're doing. I mean, where's Sabobia right now? Got 8 kills, 3 deaths. They definitely putting some numbers up here, right? Interesting gameplay, and I hope that Ling's got some different plays going on in their heads, because right now nothing's really quite clicking on Factory.
Looking very similar with them pushing towards storage, sending in the drone, hoping it'll work out for the second attempt. One roamer up top for the defenders. There's a swing with the wall bangs, looking for a kill. And MJ ended up taking a big, huge shot through the wall, leaving them with barely enough HPs. And at 12 HP, more wall bangs coming in. They know they're in storage currently.
Yeah, they got about 4 players deep in storage, so it's definitely looking a lot of a hard kind of 4-1 push. I'm not quite sure what their other player is doing. I think Lufin's on the back end. So I'm wondering if Ling's doing something here, and Sabobia is coming down the steps. Never mind. MJ able to knock down E. And I'm wondering if Sabobia is going to have their trap come out anytime soon. And I think they're expecting something to happen.
They're creeping. Novia's creeping. He's feeling it. He's gonna swing any second now. There he goes. He's got one. Subnovia picking up the flank. Unbroken Verdict picking off MJ. XA picking off a double kill. Mufin gets Unbroken Verdict, leaving it at a 1v3. Not looking good for Ling now, is it?
Yeah, I think Ling might have been a little too worried about the roamer that it allowed, I think, XA to swing in. Well, I was looking at the roamer too. I thought the roamer was going to have some crazy play, but XA was able to really maximize that mistake in them watching the wrong corner and push it. And I think they got 3 people knocked back to back to back, and it's now all down to Mufin. Able to knock down Sabobia, the one person that's been a thorn in their side the whole game. But this still does leave a 1-2 situation for Ignite. Which is definitely on their favor.
Yeah, Mufin did just get a pick off right there, so they're looking to find 2 more in their arsenal.
2 more, but I don't know. Do you think it's possible? Because it's 2 on site. Mufin's been playing solid, I believe, but right now, definitely not enough to get a 2-1 clutch. We'll have to see that. I do find it interesting. Both Ignite players are rocking Tauruses too for their sidearms. So if someone's feeling a little, very well, they might go for the Taurus kill. But I think with a league match, you'd rather play it safer.
Mufin's pushing up, but XA found a healing syringe, gets picked off by Mufin. 1v1 situation.
Yeah, does Mufin have the EMP is my question. Yeah.
He picks it up, planting in B side. And now there's a One situation from site to site. He is firing from A site into B. Rambo is trying to Rambo the ground. He swings, and he was not able to get pick off of Muffin. Muffin finishes off Rambo for the win, going to Ignite for round 5.
I don't know what is going on today because it's not going well right now for Ling, and I'm kind of shocked. I've seen Ling play before, and I know they play pretty solid, and I don't know what it is, but Ignite is just tearing them apart right now. And I'm not going to say I'm shocked, but I think the community definitely is considering what the votes are. But anyways, we're going into the buyout round 4-1. Ling, I think, has been trying to mix up some plays, but they're not quite working out, and you know, we've had players like Sabovia coming into this match where they're just knocking players left and right. I don't know. Is there anything you think that Ling can do to mix this up, or do you think Ignite's got this one in the pocket?
I believe they definitely have the momentum right now, so that's just gonna. It's probably most likely gonna carry on over, and then can give Ling a second chance back at it again in the next map.
That's true. I mean, we also do have the next half, and they'll be defending now. So maybe we've seen this before, right? Some teams are just better at defending or attacking, and
Yeah, it's
Ling
never
might
over
be
until it's
defensive.
over.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
It can still go to a tie, right? Or even if Ignite wins this one, Ling could, in theory, win the next 6 rounds, which means they could win. It would be a crazy comeback. I don't think I've seen a comeback like that in a while, where they basically came down from a 5-1 disadvantage. But not to say it's impossible, but definitely not likely.
They did manage to spend a lot on some door blockers and EMP fields, electric fields. Sorry. They're pushing their way up from that top hatch and kitchen, like you say. It's a usual hatch play. They're looking for the main kill inside of server connector. Whole team up there on Ling's side, enforcing an attack. MJ swinging down on the staircase, looking to find a kill. Another nade going into the connector. That was a really well placed nade. Wall's been breached into A site kitchen. XA is pinched there, knowing there might be players. He throws a smoke. Cozy picks off Subnovia.
Yeah, I was waiting for that pinch from Sabovia the whole time, but didn't quite end up working out. Finally, Ling working against the roamer that's been killing him every round.
Right now, it's a 4v5 situation. One player down on the Ignite side. EMP being planted on the box outside the kitchen. Gets hurt, wasn't able to plant it. Beagle VR kills Unbroken. Rambo swings in, kills Beagle VR with a double kill from Rambo, killing Cozy. Leaving it as a 2v2 situation. EMP is down. Rambo finds another for his triple. Trying to get a tick off on that EMP. Goes out looking for the window.
Ooh.
Window kill from Muffin.
Really smart play, from Muffin. I think they were expecting him to maybe be on the hatch, but they actually went all the way out to window to mix it up.
And he's rotating now to that hatch, so yes, very smart. Comes the fight in orange hallway. Muffin kills E, leaving it for the round win. 6th round going to Ling.
Beautiful mix-up, I think, from Ling there. We finally saw them put out some good numbers, and I think the biggest thing that was their thorn in the side was, like I mentioned earlier, Sabovia. They finally knocked down Sabovia first on the roam, and we saw that. I don't want to say it turned the whole round around for them, but that was a win, right? And we've only seen Ling win twice now. Well, one other time before that. So maybe they just had to watch out for the roamer. I think that Ignite. Because I don't know if you remember, I think when they had the roamer, every time they did get a play, it was like 2 or 3 kind of, people getting knocked down, which that's a huge deal. You're basically knocking down half of the team from one person, right?
Oh yeah, that was the W they needed for sure. Now they have the defending side. Now let's see if they can switch the tables and this comeback happen. Maybe they can draw it.
Draw it, or I mean, like I said, if they win the next 5 games, then they just won it, right?
W. Oh yeah.
That'd be a crazy comeback. Not impossible, but I would be wary to vote on it. So right now, definitely Ignite's in my on my vote. I think for taking Factory, but we also have not seen Ignite attack yet. So they might again. They might be not that good on the attack. Anyways, on the back and MJ taking out Thomas. I think they're just suffering from the these teams are just suffering from these headset resets because right now people keep dropping. And now a 4-5 situation has developed for Ignite's side.
Not looking good on that. Losing a player there. That was exactly what they needed to switch the tides to their favor. Will they take advantage and capitalize on this? We will find out now. They are playing, looking like they're going to play this hatch up top.
Yeah, definitely a harder position having a 4-5 push. I mean, time is also ticking down. It's 2 minutes left. Not, you know, it's not impossible, definitely, but that's one less minute, you know, and they haven't even started attacking the site yet. They're still outside the site on top of the roof, and I think you see players like E might be their in-game leader as they're making calls right now, telling people what to do.
Yeah, Ling definitely has those nades in hand, ready to make the defending side a little worried about through the breaching walls. They are still contemplating exactly what they want to do. Here they go. 3-man jump through the hatch.
Ooh, MJ almost knocking him down, but yeah, getting knocked out by E. Yeah, we're seeing a pretty mixed push right now from Ignite on a Ling's defensive side, and he was on the back end. Beagle able to knock someone down. Now a 2-4 push from Ignite. It's not looking the best. Never mind. Right when I say that, they all get knocked down at the same time. It's looking rough. You know, this might be Ling's momentum switch. You know.
Definitely was. I felt it inside of that locker room push. They were very, like, they did not want to push. They were hesitant, is what I'm trying to say.
I mean, they lost a player, right? So having 4-5 push, I get it. Already being scared to push. I don't know what's going on. People are just losing a lot. I've seen like 2 or 3 drops, I think, and it's only been one map from both teams. So I don't know what's going on with people's headsets today. Maybe there's just been a new update that's been throwing things off. Maybe I don't know. People just have not been charging their battery. It can be as simple as that. And definitely shows the importance of always making. Who am I watching? Why is this? Oh, Cozy's head is like weird. Sorry, I'm like my perspective was all funky.
Yeah. Right now, Ignite is sticking to their guns, playing still with the 2 players, the Taurus players. So they're really confident in making this comeback with getting headshots here in round 8. It is the second round. They did manage to lose their last round, so they don't have such economy to play with, but they looks like, never mind. I thought they were going to buy a drone, but they did not.
Well, it looks like they did buy a drone. I think they're using it right now.
Oh, they threw it. Okay. So they did drone the upper level looking for that one roamer. Seems to be like they're hunting the top level, clearing out their corners, knowing that there could be that one roamer at the top.
I mean, I get having to be careful. I mean, look, Beagle on the roaming, knocked down, unbroken verdict. And I think at this point, Ignite, aware that there's a roamer, probably swinging wide, trying to find them somewhere. Beagle knocking
triple. Huge pick on Subnovia.
XA, I mean, able to finally knock him down with the Taurus, as you had mentioned earlier. I think with a headshot on top of that, but doesn't quite matter because I think Beagle did not have much health to their name anyways. And I don't know, these roamers are really putting out a lot of numbers on both teams. I think both teams just really got to watch the roamers for both sides because they are consistently being picked out from the other side's roaming, you know?
Definitely, Beagle VR was an important factor to that, picking off a triple kill on the roam, like you're saying. It is currently a 2v4 situation. Ignite down the players, but can they hit those shots with that Taurus? Looking like it will be a hatch play above kitchen, probably swinging into the orange hallway. Comes the foam. Breach has happened. Cozy is well aware. MJ swinging, gets caught off with that Taurus. Double kill from XA.
Oh,
Triple.
I mean, a
And
beautiful three-piece there. I did not expect that from XA. I literally did not think they would get another knock, you know, one knock after another. But hey, it worked out really well for XA there. Unfortunately, oh wait, fortunately, did it end up? No, it didn't work out for them, right? I think it went to Ling, correct?
yeah, Mufin was able to pick up the last kill there. It did go
Okay, I
over
was
to
gonna say like,
Ling.
wait.
The power behind the Taurus almost paid out in their favor. They were hitting those shots, that's for sure. It was a good highlight clip, if anything.
I know we're seeing some good gameplay today from both teams, but you know we're seeing this momentum shift now from Ling, right? Do you think Ignite's gonna be able to interrupt it? Do you think Ling is gonna be able to keep it going, or maybe it ends up in a draw?
Hey, with their player back, you know who knows? I'm expecting a draw. It's a good back and forth currently. So their players are back. Nobody is a bot now, and there could be a good back and forth. With that win, it sets them up good in the economy. Even though the Taurus is in hand of Rambo, it could be lethal. So they managed to play with those pistols and their advantages. It looks like.
Ooh, and a bad play from Ling. They played a little bit too aggressive onto the roamers. Unfortunately, they actually got picked out pretty quick from Ignite's players.
They're breaching mini meeting room. Grenade into A site. MJ ready. Vulture also follows up. And it just went really so fast that the round ended up going to Ignite.
No, it didn't.
Never mind.
It went to
Ling. Yeah.
You know, I didn't expect that. I don't know what happened. Ignite had the advantage. Unfortunately, did not quite pan out for them as things swung really hard to Ling's side. I think Ignite they didn't use the numbers advantage that they had previously just achieved, and I think I hate hatch plays personally. Like that was I usually hate jump hatches. There's very few jump hatches in the Breachers maps that I think regularly that these are good plays to make, and that's one of those hatches that unless you set it up, I think in a really good way where you have maybe other walls broken on the same floor, on the floor below, sorry, you can't really maximize what you can do with it, and you end up getting picked out, and that's what we saw there, right? Ignite had the numbers, they pushed really hard in the hatch, but all their players got knocked down very, very easily by Ling's players. I think there's still 2 or 3 up, even after already losing 2 players.
Yeah, that round definitely went quick after that hatch was breached, that's for sure. Let's see exactly if the tie will happen. They're making their way into blue hallway now. The nade goes looking for a player. Barely scaves MJ. A nade returned back fire from MJ, hoping to find somebody in the blue hallway.
Yeah, these Ignite players are all over the place right now, and I think they're trying to maybe poke and prod to see how they can push into A site. But I think the problem here is maybe they just haven't mixed up their plays enough. At this point, Ling knows what's going on. They played this side already. If I were on Ling's side, I think they might be able to counter this pretty well. But we'll have to see if Ignite is able to mix this up, as no one's really been picked off yet. But Economy isn't quite on their side, as all of the Ling players have Bezins themselves.
Oh yeah, they're all vezined up right now with the Ignite side having some half buys. RCPs are on the field.
Yeah, it looks like Ignite is setting up for an A push pretty soon. But not any picks yet from the Ling side yet.
Electric fields are looking pretty healthy right now as he tries to swing past one. Vulture picks off Subovia.
Ooh, and Rambo on the back and able to take out Beagle. I think right now Ling's roamers are just, maybe they're overextending themselves because they've been consistently getting knocked down without having to get any picks off yet. And I think maybe they're playing a little aggressive on the roamers, even though they anyways, right when I'm saying that, goes able to knock down Rambo. Now equalizing this to a 3-3 standoff, and a couple of wall bangs almost knocking down Unbroken Verdict. I'm curious to see if Movement's able to make this push in. And no, they are not, as he's able to knock them down, giving Ling just 2 players up towards Ignite's 3. But the health difference might be what makes the difference here.
EMP is still in hand for the Enforcer's side. Here comes the plant from Unbroken Verdict. Bomb EMP has been set in B bomb site.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if Cozy can make this push through. I mean, there's 2 players from Ignite defending this side, but they are low on health. Ooh, yep, and I think that's the phrase where it's swing or be swung, and unfortunately that crouch peek did not work out, as that did expose themselves to allow XA to be able to knock them down, and it now equalizes Ling and Ignite with a 5-5. I don't know, you're right, this might go to a tie.
Yeah, it was looking pretty good early on, so we might have called it early when it was probably thinking it was not going to go into the favor of Ling early in the beginning. But yeah, the heat just kept on going back and forth in the rounds that were to pass. So I think it could go anybody's game currently.
Yeah, I mean, it could, to your point, it could be anyone's game at this point, and I'm inclined to say it might actually be a draw. I think if Ling's able to kind of tighten up some of the roaming plays, this might actually go on the Ling side. I think Ignite might be able to make something work out, but from my bet, if I were to bet on one of these, I would choose Ling still. But I will say the roaming plays have just not been as successful. You know, later on, as we've seen, because the early first couple rounds, the roamers were maximizing kills left and right, just like they were on Ignite's side when they were roaming. But unfortunately, Ignite has already started being able to defend against the roamers that they have, and it is unfortunately putting Ling into a very tough spot. And they have been able to clutch up every once in a while, but as I say, you don't want all your plays to win because someone clutched up, right? That's not sustainable, and it's just not really reliable for most teams. But you know, whatever gets you a win, you know, gets you a win, right?
Oh yeah. Like it's gonna be an above hatch play. They have all these players in this lobby currently have really good needs set into that server connector, but it looks like it's gonna go over the opposite end, maybe as a distraction.
Yeah, it looks like Ignite might have been going for more of a reset play, playing one side and then changing to the other side pretty fast.
Bridging foam set into the museum area, going into B site.
Oh, I didn't even see movement on the back end there.
A double kill. Sub Ovia picks off movement. Fights coming off of this flank here on the outside of B. Knowing that the EMP could be down in that area, they might have to swing again, but they do not. They're wall banging, securing some hit markers on Unbroken Verdict. Unbroken Verdict heals up. Beagle VR swings and picks off Rambo with a double kill, triple kill on Unbroken Verdict, and Subovia with a huge round win for Ling.
Beautiful play there, I think, by Beagle VR, able to, I think, get a 3-piece, right, back to back to back. Putting Ling into, at the bare minimum, they're getting a draw at this point. But can Ling, I don't know, can they secure another win? Can they go for the 7-5? Or can Ignite fight against them once more and win this out? I do think Ling's going to win this. I've seen, from what I'm seeing of the gameplay, you know, Ling just needs to tighten up, and I think they got it. No discredit to Ignite, they're definitely putting up, you know, one good fight. I'm not going to say, because it's 6-5. It's not like this was 7-0 to Ling like the community votes would have you think, right?
Right. The defending side on Ling has been really well paying off with the roamers, right? So Mufin and Beagle VR with their huge picks off of double kills and triple kills here and there. It's definitely been working off in their favor. Now, can the Ignite side be ready for it and be well aware that there's going to be that flanker? They have bought in on some door blockers and EMP fields for the wall of A site. So they have some some leverages, but it's not looking like one site is completely locked down.
Yep, makes sense. And it looks like Ling might have been trying to go in for sort of a distraction or delaying play because they actually played the incendiary pretty early on in that round.
Oh yeah, this looking like it's going to be a storage push once again. They're playing the outer perimeter very safe to see if they can get a pick off from anybody that's going to be impatient on the defending side.
Yeah, but they are definitely playing a little too conservative, I would say, on Ignite's side. They're already knocking about a minute off of their time, and they haven't even entered site if you think about it. But you know, as I mentioned, looking at Ling's defense, I mentioned earlier they played a little aggressive on the roamers, and I think they are playing a little smarter now. They have basically 4 players on site and just one person playing roaming. And again, it was Beagle VR. We've seen Beagle VR put up some really good numbers, so I'm really not shocked that they're roaming once more. But this is what I want to see, like good on Ling to mix up the roaming play when they know that it's not working out. And I mean that last one worked out for them, so I think you know this is probably for the better.
Oh yeah, the drone came in. They heard the wall was breaching assembly. They had some wall breachers ready, so they know this one player is inside assembly. Player E. Well spread apart, looking like they're going to take multiple angles here as an attacking push. E gets cut off by Vulture. A grenade from the afterlife from E.
Definitely not an expected attack from E there, but it does work out. They basically get a trade-off there. I don't think it was expected for Ling's player, but hey, you know, things happen, right?
Ascending wall, but they heard the foam go up. Wall bangs were coming out. Beagle VR manages to kill on XAXA. Sabovia kills Beagle VR, avenging his teammate, leaving it at a 3v2 situation. Ignite down the players, but will they win the fight to get the draw on this first map?
Yeah, at this point, they got to get the EMP. It's down. I think their best bet is honestly going for kills at this point. It's too late to get any kind of solid, I think, plant off. And I'm surprised that they actually haven't even gone for the breach wall, but I think they know it's a little risky now, considering with the numbers disadvantage that they have going on. And time's counting down. If they don't make some kind of play, this is honestly going to be a win for Ling, coming down to the timer. They have 10 seconds now on the clock. Ignite's got to make some strong push.
They gotta move quick. They get picked off. Moving finds them. Double kill. The speedy last 10-second push did not work for them.
That is unfortunate for Ignite, but fortunate for Ling is able to secure that win and give them the round win, coming into the series with a good start. Already having 1 point up, and I don't know. What are your initial thoughts when you see how they played that round and how Ling kind of almost clawed themselves back into a win? And that's what I said that might happen, right? It's not likely. You know, they had 4-2 on the loss for Ling, but they crawled all the way back up to a 7-5. That 2-point difference that they had at the beginning has now swung, and it's on Ignite's side.
Right. I'm coming to believe this late into the season, with the way the matches are playing out, in the future, these matches could just get more intense and more intense as the season goes on.
Definitely, for sure. I don't know. The community is probably feeling better, right? The connoisseur votes did not go nowhere as Ling did secure that first round win. At this point, they just need to secure one more win, and we can all go home. I could pack it up. I could probably eat dinner early today. Otherwise, I think Ignite's probably hungry. 7-5, they're probably thinking in their heads, hey, like, this isn't totally you know, impossible to win. We almost won that. We went to 12 full rounds because of how close that game was. I'm curious to see what the next choice is. I believe Ignite is the away team, or was it Ignite the home team? I forgot. Whoever was the home team, I'm curious to see which ones will decide to choose the next map. And I just got a message. 10-minute break. All right. So unless you have any other notes, Splurge, looks like we got a 10-minute break. I'm going to put us on an ad break. And then we'll hop in probably like in 8 minutes, I think, before it's you know, required or whatever. But any last thoughts before we head to ads?
Other than that, let's just hype it up, man. These matches are going the distance. They're going the distance. I'm hoping for a match 3. The way that things have been working out with
They could.
I've been casting. I believe it could go into map 3 again. I'm crossing my fingers. Let's get it.
All right. I mean, hopefully they will, and we'll see if they keep it hype. But otherwise, the teams are going to be taking a quick break, so we will too. I'll be sending it to ads, and we'll see y'all in about, I think, 8 to 10 minutes. We'll see.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, fast forward, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, fast forward, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, fast forward, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Calibrates your speed. Okay, I get you. Okay.
All right. Looks like I think okay, we are back. Mike's back on. We're about a minute out, I believe, from these teams having their break officially over. Again, I think it's about 10 minutes. in between rounds that they can take. That's the maximum amount of time. You can't take like a 20-minute break. That's definitely not a thing. But 10 minutes is about the time that you're allowed, and most teams obviously tend to not go over that anyways. Because anything longer than that, you're kind of, you know, I don't know. Maybe you're eating dinner or something. It could be literally anything, but I don't know. But anyways, wanted to give a shout out. I believe it was to Moopin. I think it's the first super I've had on my cast. Sending out $20 to us, so appreciate you, Moopin. I think you actually got the giveaway from us already. So Moopin, and then Moopin on top of that is playing in this game right now. On Ling's side. So Moopin is all over the place right now. They're in the chat. They're sending out the supers in the chat. They're also they got the giveaway last week. So Moopin's definitely all over the place. I'll say that.
Yeah, on top of it. Yeah.
I know. But it looks like the players are trickling back in. But I think we were just talking about this. I think Ignite was home. So teams tend to go, choose the map. So I'm assuming Ignite was Factory was Ignite's choice. That makes me think, what is Ling going to choose for their second map to try to win this up in 2, right? Because I think most teams, they don't want to go, well, if you're winning, you don't want to go to 3. You want to finish this in 2. And what do you think, I don't know, what do you imagine Ling's going to put on for map 2?
I know.
Were you already looking at their choice, or you're just betting on it?
I'm pulling it out of imaginatory thoughts right now. That's
I mean, we were just talking earlier. Though Factory, Hideout tend to be the first 2 choices. So here we are, and that's exactly what happened. And it looks like we're heading to Hideout pretty soon, and actually right about now.
Genie.
That is funky. My screen has weird.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I've never had the replay pop up like that.
Well, let's go ahead and talk it all over. We have right now on the Ignite side, Enforcers, they are buying in on Tourist. So that 2-player that like to buy Tourist, they're going to continue to buy that Tourist. And then it looks familiar on the Ling side with the Beagle VR player playing the Cyclone. So as a buy round right now to talk about something, there isn't very much to talk about other than they bought 2 grenades and they have 2 Tauruses.
I mean, one thing you mentioned right now is I'm watching, I think, MJ, right? They're roaming right now, going in for, I think, the 3rd floor, which is a very deep roamer. This map's only got 3 floors, right? We're on the 1st floor, or bottom floor.
Definitely.
For this bomb site defense. I'm kind of, I always find it interesting when roamers go really deep. And I always try to figure out, like, how does a roamer decide what's deep enough and what's what's too far, right? Or what's too close? Because I know some people tend to play extended, right? Only having 1 or 2 rooms away from site. Anyways, it looks like Ignite's going in for more of a 4-1 sort of push. We've seen them do this before, but are they going to do it the same way is my question.
They're going into storage at the moment, trying to push that B-site gym.
Ooh, a good pick off from Rambo there on Moopin. I don't think Moopin was ready for that Taurus being pointed directly at their face. But anyways, I know.
MJ with another kill. Unbroken Verdict gets a kill on Beagle VR. Now will they make the commitment push to plant this EMP inside the gym? Now going down the distance. Fail attempt at E trying to throw the grenade. He manages to pull it off. Slowing down the defend. MJ and Vulture right now are currently trying to find that 1 player. He's tucked into the corner. He definitely has a fight put up for him. It's a 1v2. He's going to look for this fight. He's in the middle of a sandwich. Will he get sandwiched? He does. MJ 997 kills E for the round win.
That was crazy. I don't know if you saw the frag, but I think the frag literally changed the course of that round. It looked like Ling was potentially going to lose that. They had 3 or 4 Ignite players on that push, and they were having to plant down, but that frag was chef's kiss. I wish I could show my camera right now. I mean, I could, but I'm too lazy to. Anyways, chef's kiss on that frag is knocked out several of Ignite's players, and I don't know, MVP there. MVP for the frag. I'm just kidding. Whoever threw the frag, right? I didn't quite see who threw it.
No, I had not seen who threw the frag either. Currently, they did buy in on a Vezin, 2 Vezins, as a matter of fact, on the defending side. Very confident that the 2 players could probably get a flank off with that one Vezin. As Muffin has done before, he could be flanking again.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they decide to use the Vezin play for the roamers, or if they kind of keep them closer to sight, right? But it looks like not really seeing any roamers Sorry, this time around, I'm like burping right now. This time around, as we have everyone anchored on their sides, right? Which I think third floor is a little bit harder. When you're playing roamer, you maybe can play the stairs, but that's literally the only way you can roam on this site.
Right. There is a trip mine placement into B site trying to prevent, if Vulture loses that main hallway fight, they could have the trip mine to back up whatever HP has fallen on that player. Wallbang coming into the bedroom, knowing that the push may linger under that hatch. I would say that player flies through the hatch, reaches up the foam wall, and broken verdict takes on 50 HP, just about health. Ready to breach this wall at any minute. It all could go down.
Yeah, Ignite kind of stuck.
They are holding down their ground. 4-man push, 4 of them actually on the Ignite side are looking hurt on HP. He almost gets a pig, gets damage off on the Muffin.
Oh, and some beautiful plays coming out from MJ and Muffin. I'm shocked that they're knocking him down left and right. As it now does leave a, I think, 5-2, right, for Ling towards Ignite. And Ignite is suffering, I think, into this next push. And I don't know why Beagle decided to push into that smoke, but they got knocked down, leaving it 4-1. And I don't know, Ling's players, they need some health. They need a lot of health right now.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a player pool disadvantage here with the health. But they have the players up for sure over on the Ling side. So let's see if they can get into the B site and then hold down this B site, and then this B looking like the bedroom right now. They're still hanging out into that bedroom site, trying to see if they can get an impatient defender.
Yeah, I think Ling's just playing the long game. They know they got about a minute left in the round. They don't have to play too aggressive. They're just holding their positions, waiting for Ignite to make a move. And I'm surprised that they honestly haven't had someone try to go in for a flank on the roaming. But, you know, play it safe, right? They want to get that win. They want to be done in 2, so I get it.
Everybody's a stalemate right now. We have the EMP holder going up to the top. Gonna play the hatch play at the moment. Having multiple angles off on this bedroom doorway into B site.
Yeah, I'm surprised that Ignite's just gonna wait this out. You know, if we can go for a save round, I get that, but I would have probably pulled off side to be really careful here.
They have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. It was a save. You predicted that correctly, my guy.
Yeah, XA, I think maybe trying to get a quick pick off at some point here, but they played it very, very conservative here. Unfortunately, that does give Ling 2 rounds in the pocket now. And it's not looking good. Here's the thing, too. It's Ling on the defending half. Like, hideouts, so everyone does better on the attacking side. It's just that's just the common sort of push here. So, to me, you know, if Ling's able to secure several rounds in the pocket, they're looking even better once they finally start attacking Ignite, you know?
Yeah, you know, you're right on the money with that one. So the defending side definitely has that advantage. They're up 2 rounds. The momentum for Ling right now is up, and it could lead this Ignite to be either falling apart or really needing to get their stuff together at the moment. But I'm really hoping that they can manage to get their stuff together with these half buys that they're pulling off right now on the Ignite side. It has the RCP. The Taurus is a deadly weapon in the hands of these players, so don't get it wrong. They have 2 of them up on the field now, with the remaining players having a half buy and 2 Vezins. So they're not willing to go down without a fight. They're spending all of their economy resources, and they're willing to make it into map 3.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where Ignite is going. We're on the 2nd floor, but they're making uncommon pushes. You know, maybe they're going for some long resets, playing their time, and I forgot if it was Ignite or Ling, but I don't know. I always say you gotta just be very mindful about your time. You know, you're at this point, you're not really making any kind of movement towards your play. It might be taking too long, and it might force you to do something with a little bit too much pressure. But anyways, I say that, and they're already close to A side. Looks like they're going in for a long A side reset, and Sabobia almost getting knocked down from the wall banging.
Sabobia definitely has the work cut out for them with that HP difference.
I know at this point, I think Ling probably knows where they're going to be attacking now. So I'm curious to see how Ignite decides to approach this, and more specifically, how they decide to attack this.
With a drone, as you say that, the drone swings by Sabobia. Sabobia going under the door blocker will find Cozy, pinging Cozy for the team's well awareness. Did not see Muffin though. Muffin is well tucked into that corner.
Yes, they are.
Sabobia.
Yeah, I think at this point they're setting up for the breach into A side, and at this point it's up to Ling if they can defend this very well against them or not. Ooh, he able to knock down MJ there. Yep, they have had that corner locked down, and it is hard to see. I think that cloak and shooting is doing such a good job for them.
Muffin with a double kill. Unbroken Verdict kills Muffin. Cozy kills Unbroken Verdict, avenging. He comes and swings around, kills Cozy. Back and forth battle over here in A site. Living room hall area by small stairs.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I don't think they were expecting anyone to beat down that staircase still. But they should have been careful. E has been on that wall, knocking players down left and right. They knew what they were doing the whole time. And at this point, it's up to Vulture to see if they can clutch this up. But I think they're probably playing for the time here. And they're also being very mindful about their gun, because I don't know if you've seen it before, but if you're on the corners and your hand sticks out a little too much, people can see your gun before they see you.
He going down, he swings. They both had cloak. Well-timed defending from Rambo, covering his teammate's 6, planting that EMP. EMP did not go down to earn them the extra money. Had the opportunity, but did not manage to place it.
Yeah, that almost turned out to be such a good clutch play, but I mean, a 2-1 situation, it's really hard. Like, do you swing really hard on the person planting, or do you check every corner and then go for the person planting? And it's always a mixed bag. And unfortunately for Ling, that did not quite work out for them. But Ignite able to secure their first round win now on Hideout. And you know, I had all these comments about how they were making their push and whatever, but hey, if it gets them to the win, it gets them to the win, right?
Oh yeah, it was definitely a more freelanced push. It didn't really seem like they had a plan for it. They did strategize anything for it, but it did exactly. It paid out for their favor. The slow push managed to pay out with the time. And now we can just only see and hope if Ignite can carry the momentum, carry us into more rounds winning, and get this map 3 going.
Yeah, this might be the momentum reset that Ignite needed, right? Coming now into the 3rd round and now 4th. We'll see if they can make this push. They've already made this push once before, I believe. Unfortunately, a frag had another story to say for Ignite's players. So we'll see if they can come back, if they can make something happen here. Or if Ling's going to be able to knock them down. And I will say this, Ignite, they do take a fair amount of time to at least set up their play, but you know, when they do get it set up, it's moving, because it doesn't take, because I've also seen that too, where some teams take forever, not in just setup, but also execution, and then now we're talking things are happening in like the last 20-30 seconds, right? And I personally don't like playing with that kind of time constraint, because now you're talking about you're rushing and making all these potential mistakes when you wouldn't be having that problem if you just played a little bit faster on the setup and the execution, right?
Yeah, as you say that, they swung in a drone into A site. I believe they're going to be using this B as a distraction. So they blew the wall as they did the drone. The distraction came in. MJ, as I say this, picks up Sabobia, leaving it to be oh, never mind. MJ picking up another one, and another double piece from MJ, leaving it at a 2v3 situation. 2 on the player on team side of Ignite. 3 on the team side of Ling.
I know it's not
Wall
looking
has
good right now for Ignite. I don't know if Ignite's fully aware, but their EMP is actually on site, and I don't think the Ling player didn't see it. Unfortunately, they're still gonna be defending the rest of the site. And never mind, Rambo's able to knock down Move, and that leaves a 2-2 situation for
huge
Ignite.
pick. Definitely a big one there from Rambo.
Yeah, we're going to see some pretty good pushes in right now, but still the EMP not in hand. And if only Ling's players had noticed the EMP was down, they wouldn't be defending this way. They would be playing probably very different.
Right. The wall has been breached. As soon as that wall is breached, the player Rambo swung down the hallway into the other breachable wall, getting into multiple angles on the attacking side. Rambo finds one of the angles off on Vulture. Aid, X-Aid also finds another angle. Coordinated push, well coordinated on the winning side for round 4 goes to Ignite.
Yeah, that's one of those rounds where I think they messed up because they weren't checking bodies. If Ling had checked, hey, EMP's down, they probably would have changed their whole formation there. Their 3 players probably would have set up a little bit differently to defend the EMP against Ignite. Because I always say, like, it's really important to look out for the EMP because now you basically change, oh, I'm defending A site, or I'm defending B site, to I'm defending an EMP that's in a very variable position, which sometimes you might be able to be in a really good position that's very hard for someone to attack, right? Versus these bomb sites are so wide and open, and you can plant anywhere in the room, and that's why I think defending an EMP is a way more favorable kind of position for a team to take. And that's why you gotta check those bodies when they go down, because unfortunately for Ling, that did go to Ignite, and Ignite able to make that push, and honestly, I think really maximized the mistake that Ling had, which is they didn't know where the EMP was, right?
Right. Speaking of the defenders, they are ready for that top hatch with the electric field set up right in front of that doorway where they had to fight and smoke previously. So they are adapting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how Ignite decides to push this one. I think they've already pushed. I forgot, was it successful or was it not?
I don't know, but the wall breach is coming in. Door blocker goes down. Beagle comes around with the one-handed Canuck shotgun, takes out Subnovia.
Ooh, that was a beautiful entry from Beagle there, able to secure someone with a shotgun to the
They
chest.
them flee away. They ran. They're making their way back. Oh, he's trying to find another. The dance is happening. The dance.
I know, they're going back and forth.
The breach
Beagle,
is
I
coming
think,
up as a
really wants
distraction.
that
Knowing
secure.
that 2 is in that doorway, they're coming out with the angles. Now they're really stuck in that angle right there. Beagle and his boy. Will they run away? Smoke comes in to cover their 6. Oh, Vulture runs and makes himself a comeback. Will Beagle hold his angle? It looks like he is. He has that shotgun in hand. E picks off Cozy. What is going down inside of this living room balcony, everyone? Unbroken verdict, 50 HP. XA has the EMP in his hand. I'm sorry, HP, not EMP. EMP in XA's hand. Knowing Beagle is tucked into that corner. They're shooting at it. He comes, he gets the kill, and XA finishes to defend his teammate with the revenge. The Vulture meaning to come around, and they sandwich XA moving with the pick.
You know,
MG,
I gotta credit to Beagle. I think Beagle, anyways, he knocking down MJ, knocks down Vulture. It is now a 1-2 situation for Mufin. And they were just on. It's a 1-1 situation. It's 1v1 between Mufin and Rambo. Yeah. And I don't know. This has definitely been a roller coaster of a round. I mean, Beagle securing not 1 but 2 shotgun kills.
Yeah, they had angle coverage. They knew what was safe and what angles weren't safe with that trip mine and that electric field and that doorway. They knew that there was an angle off on that door. And Mufin takes advantage, capitalizes off on the positioning, and gets the pick off, winning there. Ling round 6.
You know, I love thinking, what could this team have done better to win the round? Because I think the winning team, I usually give them the credit. I'm like, you know, that was really good, solid thinking all around. But Ignite, I don't know if you saw, but they actually had gotten a couple picks from the window. I think it's around showers, and they got a couple other, like 1 or 2 other kills before that, and it was still even. And I think they had a good push. It was about to work out, but they just people just weren't checking their corners. We had someone swing wide from Ling. We had someone swing another corner with their shotgun. They basically had all these swings that kept working out for them, and especially at the end with movement, a 2-1 situation. They're able to knock it down and still secure the win for Ling. And I think that's what I'm seeing between these two teams. Like, even though the points are close, I think Ling, at the end of the day, does tend to play a little bit better of a gameplay where they can clutch up in these moments that really matter. Where Ignite, unfortunately, does sometimes fall apart against how Ling is playing, right?
It's all about the player's will and the will to win.
For sure, and I think right now Ling is showcasing just a little bit more of a will to win, and it does show in the points, right? They have 7-5 from that first map, and they're coming to the second map, so it's not impossible for Ignite, but still, they are still on the back heel, right? Especially coming off of that first map loss, and now kind of getting these losses back and forth. Oh yeah.
Yeah, everybody's got that will to fight up in the leagues. Let them spark. Let's see if they spark. They're going to hold down a good attack line or a bad one. We'll see right now with the garage push and E catching off some HP on his own body. Unbroken Verdict hitting the storage, but we have an angle coming from Beagle VR who throws a grenade down that storage hallway looking for somebody. Unbroken Verdict hears it, but did not die from it. MJ finds a wall bang on E. I did not even catch that one, guys.
Yeah, that one was just a long shot. And I'm really curious to see how Movement decides to play onto this roaming. Right, they're on the second floor waiting for someone to play garage, and right now it's Rambo and XA. Are they gonna play it? Are they not? And this is what I'm saying. Ignite. Don't get me wrong, some of their plays definitely worked out, but they do play a little bit slower, and it sometimes eats a little bit too much on the time. I mean, look at their time. They're already half of the clock is now down. 1 minute and 30 seconds. They got to make some decisive action now. Otherwise, it might go down to time. And I'll be honest, I'm the guy that I hate when the game comes down to time. I want someone to get that defuse or get that EMP plant or get that kill, because I don't know, when it comes down to time, it's kind of like it's not as fun, you know.
Yeah, it all comes down to strategy. It comes down to personal preference of gameplay. If they want to slow approach, fast approach, you know, if they want to make their opponents assume what is going on in the back of their brains right now, they're very well aware and scared of that wall being broken into gym site. So it did gain them some attention and well awareness that someone could swing over there and get that pick off. As soon as I say that, XA gets a double kill on MJ and Peagle, Cozy defending their players, getting another double kill on XA and Rambo. Cozy with a triple kill on Unbroken Verdict. It is now a 1v3 situation for Ignite. The one player alive, Savovia, knowing that they can make a clutch play. Can they make it happen again, Martini?
I don't think they quite can. He's now with that 3-1 situation, stuck in a single room. He was. I think. I mean, I'm just assuming this is pure hypotheticals, right? But if they just moved out of sight, maybe push themselves into a room, or maybe it's more of a hallway, they might have been able to secure something like that. Where it's a 3-1. It's a 3-1, makes it a lot harder, but they might have been able to still make it work, right? But that's me being nitpicky. When you have to clutch up a 3-1, and that's not easy by any regard, but not impossible. But anyways, that's what I'm saying. When it comes down to those final moments, we've seen Ling just a little bit more consistently win than Ignite, and I think we're going to see the same thing on the attacking half, because now Ling is now on the advantage attacking Hideout, having a 4-2 point differential. You know, they're off to a good start to the second half, right? They only need to secure 3 wins and we're done. We're going home. You know, cheers off to Ling, and cheers off to any connoisseurs that voted for Ling, because definitely you have won what you were expecting.
Yeah, they're definitely up right now. It's not over until the fat lady sings, so to speak. The reference, here comes all 3 players, the whole team just about, coming down the big stairs. Entry, Skylight, breaching B-side, beneath him with the breach. Unbroken Verdict is well aware. He's tucked into the corner, ready to swing that hallway, main hallway, whenever he gets a chance. If he does, so to speak, he was found by Vulture, Rambo, killing Nathan with a double kill. All going down so quickly. E with a grenade kill on MJ, XA getting a Taurus kill for the ending kill.
I
Even
think
the win.
Rambo definitely was
Ignite.
MVP that round. Did you see there was like I think one, maybe two Taurus shots. They were not expecting that. And I think so. One thing I've learned if you're playing against a Taurus, it's dodge and weave. It feels like honestly, it feels like boxing because it's a one-hit kill, right? And most people when they play Taurus, they play pretty good at head level. So either you got to play crouched yourself, so do some drop shots, or honestly dodge and weave because people if they miss one shot, you're probably good. You're gonna win that. Fight when you're doing it. We're talking about a Taurus versus a Spectral, right? And
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that round, I don't know. Maybe Ignite's able to come back on the defending half. I would not be shocked. I would not be shocked if they can manage that. But Ling not off to a good start. They already, they're down. They had 2-point lead, but now they're down to 1. I think Ignite's trying to go for the equalizer, but we'll see if Ling can keep up or disrupt his momentum because they were on a winning streak, but now
Right.
they just lost. So we'll see.
And if it goes into draw, then that means Ling
We have
takes
to go to
the
3
overall
rounds.
W, and it goes to 3 rounds. Okay.
Yeah, because technically they didn't win 2, so they have to go to 3 rounds to determine who wins.
And that's the determinant. Gotcha.
Yeah. So that's how so it's best of 3, right? So technically we tie to the second one. You don't win per se, so that's why it goes to 3 every time. And that's why I'm like whenever it ties, it always goes to 3 because you haven't really determined who won any round. Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, beautiful frag at the beginning there. I totally forgot to call that out. MJ, it definitely took the brunt end of it with 7 health to their name. But I like seeing the economy right now. Ignite only using 1 Vezin. I'm surprised that we didn't see another potential Vezin buy. I'd try to be more safer and try to get more Vezins as possible. But anyways, E able to talk down Vulture. And not off to a good start for Ling as they lost 2 players back to back already. And they just lost another one. And they lost another one there because of Sabovia. And Sabovia able to come in there and finish that off. Yep, Sabovia just like on Factory, looking like the janitor right now, cleaning things up on the back end. And now Equalizer, just as we had talked about earlier, that Ignite was trying to go for. I don't know. Maybe Ling can't attack Ignite.
That was definitely a good round by Subnovia. So they are making some top plays happen, but can it keep on happening like you say yourself? Can clutches keep on clutching just repeatedly nonstop? I don't think so.
I normally would
wait
agree
and
with that,
see.
but I think that particular play there wasn't quite clutching. It was just Ling being a little, not careful about checking her flank watching because they know. I don't know if you saw, but like Sabovia already came and got 1 pick. That's already 1 roamer. I'm surprised that Ling didn't respond to that. They just let the roamer kind of walk through them, and it's more of, that's Ling's mistake to make, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, it paid off very well for Ignite, and they were able to secure that win, and now they're equal 4-4. And to your point, it's anyone's game at this point. Even though Ling had a pretty sizable, they had a solid, advantage coming into the second half.
Right. I like that Ignite is adapting again. There is some electric fields being placed. They lock down B site pretty well, so they're going to be playing around that pretty confidently. They have 1 roamer up top. Top fragger, Subnovia picks off Vulture. As soon as I said that, laundry room, he is pinched. He's throwing a grenade by E. Picks off Eagle VR. MJ kills Subnovia. That laundry hallway.
Yeah, these roamers are definitely being paid a good amount because they're knocking players left and right. And I don't know if you saw, E actually threw a beautiful frag there. Sabovia came in with a crazy clutch. Anyways, our MJ knocking down Unbroken Verdict as I think the roamers have probably returned to site at this point, leaving this a 3-3 scenario for Ling. So not impossible to come back from, even with the hard casualties that they had suffered from the roamers.
Yeah. No, I'm just joking. Rambo's on the A side. Yeah, Ambo's got eyes.
What was that? It sounded like a little Jono.
Well, right now they are going to garage. As soon as I said, defenders have that good well coverage. They're making it their way into storage hallway. Will they manage to make it their own? I assume they're gonna breach this wall here to give them more angles on B site. MJ with the EMP wanting to plant. XA refuses to let that happen. E picks off Cozy.
Yeah, 1-2
XA
situation.
has
I
that
think they might have played a
corner.
little too uncoordinated there. They had a good push. There's only like 2 players on site, and they had 1 player up. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
Ling not able to make it work out for them as they are coming into this. What is this? 9th round? I can't even talk right now. But I think it's a really good reset right now for Mufin to see if they can catch out one of the Ignite players. And I don't know if you noticed, but they actually all pulled off of site.
Oh, I did not notice that. Good observation.
But here's the thing. I think Ignite noticed that the EMP is planted. Or sorry, not planted, but it's fell down. That means Ling has to now fight to get to the EMP.
Yeah, he's EMP-less. They're holding down. They're holding it down. I think they have noticed exactly where the EMP is dropped. Knowing Mufin is swinging this corner, they wall banged. Any second now, it's gonna go down. XA picks off Mufin with the oral. It looks like.
And you know, we had hyped up Ling so much
What's that?
coming into this next round that we
Oh,
thought they were going to be able to
Rui.
win this, but I don't know. Their attacks have been failing against Ignite's defenses. Ignite has been holding it down round after round. And I gotta say, I gotta shout out someone like Rambo who's rocking the Marui, which
Yeah,
people
he's
don't know.
been
That's
killing
kind of an off-meta, gun choice. Most people go for the Vezin, and I love seeing people try out new gun choices, especially I think Marui has actually gotten a couple good buffs, the last couple updates. So it's nice to see that it is making it some of its rounds in, competitive play.
Oh yeah, XA and Rambo has been giving me a jolly good show with the 2 Taurus.
Oh yeah, the
players.
Maruis, yeah.
No, the Tauruses, yeah.
Oh, the Tauruses, yeah, you're
The
right.
2 players there, yeah, with like
Rambo, I
players
think
being
Rambo had a
giving us
really good round where they
show.
knocked like 2 players down.
Let's see what the defenders are got going on. They have the same electric field placement as last time under the hatch, expecting them to blow up the hatch above bedroom. Little do they know they have a 2-player coordination going on the balcony of family. 3 players actually.
Yeah, at this point, Ling, I think they're probably going in for a family room balcony push kind of setup. At least based off of their current formation. So I'm curious to see how they decide to push it. And there's been some new updates. I don't know if y'all knew, but actually certain pixel spots are now not available to use in the league. One of them used to be these little balcony spots here that used to be allowed to walk on, but the mods have now come out with new rules that you can't do stuff like that. So I don't know if you knew, but things have changed. Like there's now been an updated list about the exploits and which ones can or cannot be used.
Was that a wall bang by Beagle VR?
I think it was just a good headshot. It looks like from Beagle VR.
Headshot. Yeah, it caught him off in the flanker inside of bedroom.
Yeah, at this point, I think Link's trying to make a push onto A side, as we mentioned earlier. And Rambo, oh my goodness, Rambo goes in for the wall bang.
Wall bang, there you go.
Now a 4-4 situation. I think there's only one person on A side. If they get a good, strong push in here, they can actually get the plant off. And Link can secure this round win. I mean, we're talking, it's a minute and a half. Time is coming down. And this point, I think E is just waiting for someone to make a move and be able to shoot them down. But I'm surprised that the EMP is not on site. MJ is holding the EMP. I'm not sure if they're fully aware of the team's even calling it out. And I think they try to throw it for Beagle, but anyways.
EMP going down. The electric, they're working their way around it, knowing that it's there. MJ kills Rambo inside A site. Sabovia killing MJ, revenging the teammate. Going on inside of family. Beagle VR kills XA. Vulture kills Sabovia. E picks off Beagle VR, leaving it to be a 1v1 situation. Ling not looking good with their one player's health sitting at 22 HP.
Oh my goodness, is
Looking for
Ignite
a
going to be able
defusal with
to
the
get the
one
defuse?
Heard it. He came
Oh!
and he conquered, and he was let down by E. E kills Vulture. Round goes to Ignite.
And that's what I'm saying. Ignite, their defense, it just seems to be impenetrable against Ling. I'm kind of shocked. More often than not, Ling just cannot get these attacks off against them. You know,
It's
Ling
going the
has to do
distance for
something.
sure.
Oh
Yeah, it was
yeah, I
like
mean at this point,
last player to
Ignite.
the last player. Yeah, that was pretty. That was
I mean,
pretty
good
to the
for
line
Ignite. I
there.
don't know if you know, but at this point, they've basically secured themselves a round 3, right? They got the 6 rounds in the pocket. We're going to round 3,
Yeah.
so unfortunately, I can't have a Marui and all. What? But at this point, they're going into round 3, so Ling's got to do something, because if they're going to keep playing this way, they're not going to be able to hold up on that round 3 potentially, and I think Ignite might be able to come back, and they might be able to come back on the last 2 rounds. But anyways, to your point,
Off
they
of
are
their
going to round
purchasing.
3. I wanted them to go to round 2, and I wanted to get an early dinner, but that did not quite pan out here, so we will be here for map
Yay!
3. To see how
Round
Ignite and Ling
3.
come out, and at this point, I think Ling is fighting to stay in, because at this point, Ling wants to go in. They want to secure the draw, so the
They
third
went
round's a
all
lot
in
easier for them,
sure.
right?
Oh yeah, they bought all in on Vezins. They're going all in. They got the cloaks. They got full cloaks, breaching foam. They're ready.
Oh yeah, the economy definitely on a lot better standing for Ignite side, but not to say it's impossible for Ling. They all got Vezins. This isn't an impossible round, but they will have to mostly win this out with the Vezins that they have in hand.
Right. The electric field was tossed at a later start, preventing the push that they knew was going to come into the garage area / the laundry hallway area. So he just threw it late into the round, which is smart. It's smart. Prevents them knowing exactly where they are. The breaching foam comes up by MJ. MJ reaching that B site. E's tucked into the corner there. They can
Sorry,
reach the second wall. They are.
Beautiful frag, sorta. Never mind, it did not work out for them. They'll be able to knock that movement with a
Segovia.
refrag from XA. Now a
Yep.
4-4. It's a lot of back and forth right now. I think at this point, Ignite. Hey, Ling able to get another shot down, leaving Ignite with 3 players left, and Rambo with just 15 health to their. Never mind, he able to knock down another player, using that corner to great effect. And they're just going. They're just literally going blow for blow here.
Going back to back. We got one player cozy inside of the garage. He might be the determining factor to stop this flanker coming by. Sabovia's looking to get this flank off in garage.
I don't think
But he
expect
doesn't
Sabovia to be
see.
on-
Cozy knows, and he swings, shuts down Sabovia's flank inside of the garage, leaving the round in Ling.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought Ignite had that, but then their players have been knocked down left and right, and that's what I'm saying with these two teams. I really never quite know what's going to happen until the round is fully over, because sometimes I'm thinking it totally looks like that they're going to win this round, or this team looks like they're totally going to win this round, and then things just switch up really fast.
I've been trying to not trying to pinpoint it exactly, but I was hoping for a full round to go and be going the distance, so it might just go the distance of being this one a draw if Ling can pull it off. So far, they have bought in on all Vezins. Again, they have all kitted up on the only cloaks available. You can only buy 2, breaching foam and a drone. So their tactical for the enforcing side attack push is looking pretty healthy economy-wise.
And you know, if you think about this, this is the second map, and this is the second map where they went 12 rounds. Both maps they've gone full 12 rounds, so you know that both teams are playing their hearts out, and it's a lot of back and forth. I'm shocked that we're playing a full we're 24 rounds now, right? We're going to a map 3. I'm wondering, is it gonna go to 36? You know, like how many rounds are we gonna be playing for these games? But oh my goodness!
Open shuts down Rambo. Says, hey, why did you do that to my teammates?
That wow, a beautiful knock by Rambo. I don't think
Flashbang goes in, flashes 2 players on the defending side. 2 players are flashbanged right now. They did not know that they had a good push, but they did. They capitalized on the EMP being put down. Unverdict catches Cozy, but Beagle kills Unbroken Verdict, barely saving the EMP. Has it been planted? It doesn't matter, because Segovia shuts down the last 2 players, leaving it an Ignite win for round 12. They win the entirety of this map on Hideout. Wow.
Wow, for sure they have now just secured their first win on this series. We're coming into a map 3, and I mean, nothing else to say but excitement. I mean, the first map we saw them come in, we saw Ignite fighting their way all the way to the end, but unfortunately Ling able to come back and clutch it up for themselves. And you know, funny enough, we saw the same exact thing happen, but from Ignite. They were down by a fair amount, but then they just clutched it up all the way until the very end. Now giving them a 7-5, and both teams have now secured a win for both of themselves. So at this point, that third round is going to be the map decider, the series decider, on who wins this. And I'm hoping it does not come out to a tie, because that's what I am appreciating from both of these teams, is it's not coming to a tie. It always ends up being a 7-5. I don't know which team it's going to be, but it ends up being a win for somebody. And I'm hoping we see the same thing here, because at the end of the day, they get a 6-6. This is the most even it can get, besides just having 6-6 all the way through.
All the way through, right?
I know. But I mean, 7-5 one side, 7-5 the other side, and then at this point, we're talking about, this is the toss-up map, right? We have Skyscraper or Ship, and I believe Ignite will be choosing it because they were the home team tonight. So at this point, it is Ignite's choice what their toss-up map will be, and I think it really comes down to which map do they think they play better at, whether it's Ship or Skyscraper. And I'm always curious, do you think they'll play Ship, or they're probably going to play the safer option of Skyscraper?
I think safer route of Skyscraper, because it's just been so safe so far. So you can only hope that the players just have more playtime on Skyscraper, so it's going to be a safer bet there.
Yeah, that's a safer bet. I'm hoping for Ship. You know, I want to hope that these teams maybe have played some more interesting plays, and maybe one team, you know, what if Ignite's like, hey, you know what, we're actually really good at Ship. Let's play it out. And I would love to get some more Ship time, because I think even as a caster, I barely ever see Ship, and I've seen it. Out of all the casts I've done this season, I want to say 1 or 2. Literally a handful, and it's kind of sad. I wish I could see more of it. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyways, I'm not quite sure if we're going into another break, or we're just going to keep it pushing through. Because it looks like these teams are deciding on what they want to do. But we will have to see.
What will it be? What will it be? Will it be Skyscraper or Ship? We don't know. We will see. Let's put a pun. Let's put a nice little tune out there for you.
I know.
No, for real.
Gotta entertain the folks at home.
Either way, bro. It's most likely defender heavy, even if it is Skyscraper or Ship. I mean, I've been told that Ship is a defender sided kind of map, because overall teams go in and they want that defending side pick, right? So
I think both maps are, right? You're talking about Skyscraper, you're talking about Ship. Both of them seem to favor the defending side. Granted, Ship does it in a more narrow way, right? Which I think most of the teams we have, they're not used to that narrowness, so whenever they attack it, they're just not as good at being able to manage how narrow Ship is. So I honestly think if they know what they're doing, Ship might be more even, or even attacker oriented, because of these really tight angles, because you basically know where every single defender is at this point. Skyscraper, it's so wide, so many roamers, you really don't know where they're going to be at. It's it's very uncommon. But I mean, you can say the same thing about Ship. So it's a lot of space, so I don't know. We can speculate all day, but I think players are dropping.
Yeah,
players are dropping. I'm wondering if they're going for a break.
Do they have a second break?
Yeah, it's the next. Yep, it's another map. So you basically get a break after every round, right? Or sorry, every map. I know, like, we use rounds in the sense of maps too. Did I? Oh, but yeah, we'll see. I have not been notified by either team that they have been going on break, but I will assume, because they dropped a player, so we'll go on a quick ad break. But we will see y'all around in a quick minute.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, fast forward, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out to finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids, and for their kids, it's kids. That's wealth, years and years. Promise my brother, soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Just all right. Sorry, y'all. This is kind of a long lead up, and I think I wasn't sure how long the break was going, but anyways, we are back between Ignite and Ling, and funny enough, guess what map they chose?
Yep, all snap. They did the non-obvious, non-safe route, the all guns and glory ship map.
Hey, you know, I love watching a team pick ship, and this is what I'm talking about. It's a huge trump card because a lot of teams, they might have definitely played ship, got a little bit good at it, but I know a lot of teams tend to focus on other maps like Skyscraper, definitely Factory and Hideout. Those are literally the top two. Like, people play them all the time. But ship, I think, because it's one of the newer maps and people don't have the same familiarity anymore, because, you know, obviously when it first came out, people were playing it so much, but now it doesn't get played as much. And I think we'll see it in league play, I think, because some teams believe that they can use it as a trump card and really mix things up. And I'm hoping I can see that sort of stuff today, I think, from Ignite. I'm assuming they picked it.
Wings on the attack side, they did blow up that wall on the side, and the A side threw in 2 smokes. Unbroken Verdict takes out Reversal with the Spectral, and then MJ follows up and kills Unbroken Verdict. E gets a nice nade kill on Movin'. Rambo gets his Taurus off with another one. And then Beagle with his Cyclone manages to, it's just going back and forth here, and kills Segovia. Beagle VR kills Rambo, and XA kills Beagle VR.
I will definitely say the Tauruses came out that round. I don't know how many Taurus shots. I don't know if you heard them, but someone was literally in the corner just shooting it off, hoping for something to hit somebody. And this is what I'm saying. Like, you saw Ling. I mean, I don't want to discredit their attacks. I've seen them attack, but you saw their attack. It just kind of fell apart pretty quick. And that's what I'm saying. Ship, there's a good thing where some of these teams aren't as good on certain maps, I would say. And I'm wondering if we're going to see the same thing from Ling, because right now I think Ignite, I would bet they might have a really good defending half. And I think basically Ling is going to be on the back heel, trying to then defend against Ignite on the second half of this. But again, we'll have to see. I'm making a lot of speculation based off of a single round and a pistol round nonetheless. So there is a lot to happen still in this game. And I love seeing people's plant spots for different gadgets because, again, ship is a newer map, so we're still seeing how the meta develops. We're seeing about what are ideal placements for trip mines and or statics and or insert whatever gadget, right?
Oh yeah, there's one right in A site, a trip mine, as you say. So they have that A site prediction that they're going to push there, and it looks like it might go down to their favor as Ling is going to be pushing right into Segovia. Segovia gets knocked down and killed by MJ997. They capitalize on what just happened. They have Mufin on the other end, clearing the breach foam wall now. Let's see what will happen when they get these angles off. Will they be able to defend the A side? Wall has been breached.
Yeah, and it looks like
Foam
I think
has
earlier
been tossed.
did not quite work out for Segovia as they got knocked out. And I don't know. This is what I was talking about, where I think some of the plays we're seeing for both teams don't seem to be too well polished. And you know, when I was saying that it's a trump card, it actually works both ways. Maybe some teams aren't the best at defending ship, as another team might be at attacking it, right?
Yeah, proximity sensor knows that MJ swung in. E capitalizes, killing him with the RCP. It was good coordination attempt by using one breach foam to breach both walls. So that was very smart by their play, by Ling. Now they're trying to see if any defenders now are going to be impatient enough to peek. One doesn't get picked off. E looking to find and stop the Versal player from pushing into A site. He peeks away at the last second, knowing that there might be a player inside. He comes back, kills Versal. E with the kill with the RCP. I believe that's his second kill of this round.
Yeah, not looking good right now for Ling as they got 2 players knocked down back to back, and X able to knock down one more player, leaving Cozy left, and Cozy now gets knocked down by E, leaving Ignite another win. that to work out. And I mean, look at this. 4 players up from Ignite's side. To me, I always say a good marker of how well a team played that round is how many players are still alive. And considering Ignite had 4 out of 5 players, that means their economy is going to be better coming into this third round. They're going to have more money in the pocket. They're going to have more gadgets and insert whatever thing they bought that round in their pocket coming into this third round now. But again, this is third round, so we're talking potentially this is the assault rifle round. We'll see how Ling decides to finally play against Ignite with everything a little bit more even coming into this final round. And again, I love seeing these trip mine spots because these are spots that I didn't really think people will plant them down, but they're they make sense. Certain people run around certain spots.
You get 1 kill guaranteed immediately if they hit.
Oh yeah, with a double
spot.
trip. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think my favorite thing is I saw a trip mine once where it was like 2 people got knocked out by it, and I was like, wow, because they're so close to it. Yeah,
that's cool.
I know. But anyways, it looks like Ignite is setting up. I'm expecting a B push from them coming into this next round as they are playing sick bay in both birthing. I don't like calling it birthing. Maybe like bunk beds. Birthing makes me think too much of like birthing. Because I looked it up. Birthing actually is a word specifically for ships. Like I think it literally means like the bunk beds for ship. Yeah. So it's kind of funny that the Triangle Factory decided to call it birthing, but
it's a person that doesn't know is gonna think, yeah, woman birthing.
Yeah, I'm imagining birthing with an I, but anyways, not the point.
Let's start. We have Cozy. We have actually a full squad inside of this ER room to see what it looks like. So you could be on the opposite end. It looks to me like it's gonna be a B push, but they ran into a door blocker, knowing that it could give away their location.
A door blocker and potentially running into a roamer pretty soon here.
Ooh, flank roam right there. Oh no, they ran into him. So yeah, it's freaked. You gotta kill on Beagle VR, but Versal shuts him down because they had just too many numbers. But the health pool on those 3 players, the 2 players are remaining. They got a huge chunk of health out of their health pool there.
Yeah, I'm shocked that Beagle VR didn't see them up there. They were swinging wide, and they had I don't know if you saw it, the cloak advantage.
Grenade was to destroy the door blocker. It could look like a hatch play over B site. Yep, as I say that, they broke the hatch above kitchen B site.
Yeah, I'm expecting a B site push here, and I think it'll be to mixed results, but the clock is counting down. They got a minute left in their pocket. Ling's got to make some kind of movement here, otherwise this might come down to Ignite again, and they already have 2 rounds in their pocket. I mean, getting a third is just going to be even better. Anyways, Fry comes out wide, almost knocking down Cozy, but leaving them with 2 health left to their name, and I don't know. Ignite is holding these angles down, and Ling's just suffering. Ling is just suffering left and right.
Oh yeah, the player pool right now, like the player health on Ignite side is looking very strong. Meanwhile, it's a 4v4 situation barely with the player health of Cozy. Meanwhile, I say that Verso kills XA. He comes swinging around, killing Mufin with the RCP. Rambo getting another pick off on Verso with that Marui. MJ 997 kills Rambo with a Vezin, leaving it to be the Cozy player remaining. The barely HP left to his name gets hunted out by E with that again, that RCP. RCPs right now on the Ignite side are being used pretty well. Their half buys have been all right.
Successful. I mean, you gotta think about it. If you're on ship, the bullets are only gonna go so many different locations, and something like the RCP that has a huge ammo size, mag size, you can just really dump all of it into the other player while you're on ship, and it might work out pretty well for them, right? Anyways, I don't know. Ignite might get this in a lot more rounds than Ling, and I don't know, 3-0 for Ignite. They're already off to a really good start. The economy is looking good. I mean, look at players like E. They have a Vezin in hand, a Proxy, a Syringe, and they still got 6K to their name.
Tricking the enemy to think I destroyed one. Where is the other? That's smart. That's tricky.
Yeah, they're definitely having a little bit fun.
The extra economy that they have going for them.
For sure.
They're holding down storage right now with a door blocker and an electric field. So this is going to give the attacking side, Ling, a hard time on B site.
Definitely will, and we're seeing them coming in with the drone here. And I think
take
there
a look.
is a trip mine ready from one of the players.
Yes.
If oh my goodness, a frag comes out from
triple kill
XA.
by XA. Holy smokes.
And that's what I'm saying. Ignite is just their defense seems to be just unbeatable from Ling's side, as they now lost half of their team to a single frag. And unfortunately, I didn't get it on cam. I didn't think someone would roll a frag all the way down there.
No. He's got that EMP in hand. He has that invisibility. He's going to look and keep going. Beagle VR is going ahead, looking for those kills. Will he find one? XA shuts down Beagle VR, even with the invisibility. Players from the defending side have started to manage their way out to the open, not where they're supposed to be swinging. Confident enough that they can find somebody, but they do not. Mufin is on the other side, creeping his way into B objective. It is a 1v5 situation. He has an uphill climb to take on his hands. He gets that double kill. Will he continue to keep on massacring? He gets another, a 4-piece. Will he get the ace? The little HP at disadvantage. This will be an astounding play by Mufin if he's able to clutch up this kill. Both players know exactly what an EMP is. Did you get that instant replay?
I definitely got that instant replay. I got the 4-piece for Mufin. Was that a 4 or 3-piece? Because I don't care.
It was
impressive.
A 4-piece. This man could go on to ace it.
At this point, 1 minute, and it's not impossible. They a lot of time to the name. Got the syringe. This might turn out very well for
he's got it.
Mufin.
Oh, the adrenaline. He's creeping his way, knowing that he's protecting up on the EMP somewhere, somehow. He has a well-known location, probably, but he's tucked into the storage corner over there, Sabovia, looking to hear out his enemy. Footsteps will be creeping in any minute now. The time is ticking. 50 seconds left on the clock. Will Mufin make the ace? Anticipation. Oh, the shots are fired. Sabovia saw him. His back was turned. Mufin was taken down from an unexpected angle inside of storage. Ooh, did that go the distance? But it did not pay out for Mufin's favor. What did you think about it?
I'm heartbroken right there. I was hoping for Mufin to finally clutch it up and give Ling their first, I don't know, their first round win on shift. Right, Ignite's now won 4 rounds back to back to back to. I think I said 4 back, and it's not looking any better for Ling. You know, they're coming into this next round. Economy is okay. I mean, thank goodness for those new updates for the economy, where when you're on the losing side, you can finally come back into the fight. But you know, you got players like MJ where they have to rocket towards because they have no other option.
Right.
But I mean, Ignite's on the other hand. They have a lot of money, a lot of gadgets. They're literally throwing stuff left and right. They want to win out this round and go into another 6th, round and maybe get a 6-0 win for the first half.
Maybe. Yeah, the way that's looking now,
it's looking very much possible at this point. I thought Ling might have been able to switch it up. I mean, especially with Mufin's crazy 4-piece in the last round, but unfortunately, as to your point, Sabovia able to come back and knock them down. Even though they had come so high up this very hard hill for them to climb.
Oh yeah, there's the electric field right here in front of B side, just preventing them to get any access into the site. While I say that, Mufin, another good nade from double kill on a nade from E.
And again, I don't know, these Ignite so that's what I'm saying, right? They have tight corners. A lot of these teams tend to be focused. And that's what we're seeing. Ignite is exploiting that. They know a lot of Ling's players are going to play it tight, and so tight to the point that they can get maybe not just 1, but a 2-piece from a simple frag. And I find that impressive, right? They were able to roll it out, get a really easy pick off. And Ling, I think, is just literally playing into...
Barely catching Cozy. Sabovia killing Cozy, follows up. He's rushing out into the outside, fails at the attempt of killing Versal. Versal kills Sabovia. XA killing Versal for the round win, going to Ignite. What a great defending that they have on this ship map.
I know, it is it feels like sometimes Ling's gonna win. It feels like sometimes we're gonna be able to get something to work, but then Ignite literally rolls in a frag, maybe
Yeah.
even a second frag, and knocks you out. And now Ling's kind of on
Right.
the back heel again, and here they are on the back heel so bad that someone like moving, they have to buy an Omen. And I don't know if y'all know, but Omens are definitely not my gun of choice coming into these games, especially on a map like Ship. While it does help, it takes 8 shots to the body, and it's just difficult to shoot with, you know. But
Yes,
Ignite's
it
on the
is.
exact opposite of this, where they have now 5 rounds in the pocket. And I don't know, buckle up, connoisseurs, because this might be an upset for the community as Ignite's able to secure this win and knock 22 connoisseur boats off.
It would impress the fans, really surprise even me, the caster, for them to make it back at such a disadvantage in rounds as it is right now.
Well, here's the
It
thing. I
could happen.
believe if it ties, you still are wrong.
You're still right.
Yeah. So even
You're still
if
supposed to.
Ling comes back, they have to secure the next 7 rounds. Otherwise, if it goes to tie, connoisseurs lose. And then obviously, well, I mean, Ling's gonna tie it up, right? So they're fine on that. But I'm sure both teams wanted to win. So at this point, it looks like Ignite might be securing the win because they got 5 rounds in the pocket, maybe coming into a 6th round. We'll have to see about that.
Economy looking very healthy right now for the Ignite side. The breach is coming off into A site. MJ looking to reach the wall banging before he does proceed, knowing that there's angles being looked at. Will they continue to win these peaks? Vigo VR managing to try and throw a flashbang, gets picked off by A.X.A.
Yeah, you just say XA.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, Ling,
Smoke
I
rings,
think,
man.
already suffering casualties, not able to make a push in. And I mean, they're just throwing gadgets in there, right? Hoping for something to stick,
Swing.
moving, knocking down
Oh.
Sabovia.
They got a
And-
big pick on Sabovia, sure did. The flanker is not there to rotate and swing on them. They have the smoke inside of the wall to block off some angles. The smoke dissipates, and now Rambo could possibly find himself in a good position to find a kill.
Yeah, it's definitely looking rough out here for Ling. I mean, they're even route, and it's a 4-4 push for Ling, but it's not quite. Ooh, that trip mine that we had seen earlier finally comes out to play here. I don't know.
Rambo should know that
I
there's
think
going to be
Ignite's
a
got
peek any
this.
second. Might be a fight between MJ and Rambo as soon as he picks his head up. No, they did not see each other. Proxy knows. Proxy went off somewhere over there on that staircase.
And
MJ finds himself a kill on E.
yes, heads are being shot down from both sides, and I think Ling is prepping for a push finally here, but I think XA is holding them down, and Oofin almost getting a beautiful frag over, but nothing quite going over. Rambo with the knockdown Cozy, and they're going blow for blow on this final round here between Ling and Ignite, but Ignite's just holding their position. They have 50 seconds down, and things are looking pretty good for them.
Oh yeah, 3v3 situation. Rambo just about 50% health over on the Ignite team.
MJ able to knock down XA. I can't see the other player, Rambo here. Oh, MJ able to knock down Unbroken. Is now a 2-1, sorry, 3-1 for Ignite.
Down.
I don't know, can Rambo do this?
One
I don't
player.
think so.
Rambo. Whoa! Good headshot with Arcadillo. And then MJ follows up with the Vezin to automatic fire him down to the ground. Rambo was down for the round 6. Well, that was the round that they needed for the momentum. Then maybe they can carry on with this momentum, the economy, and knowing that their enemy has lost their weapons, more or less likely are going to be less on the tactical and Vezined up. What are your deciding factors from this next round coming, Martini?
You know, I'm thinking coming into this next round, it's probably something like Ling might be mixing up the momentum now. They finally had things turn out better for them. They finally had things switch up. Granted, that's after 5 rounds of losses back to back. So I would still bet on Ignite, you know, coming into this next half. Can Ling come back? I mean, we talked about this earlier. Skyscraper is definitely a map that tends to be more defender oriented. So it's possible this might be their clutch up. This might be exactly what they need, and maybe this is what Ling planned for. Maybe because they chose a side, right? Maybe they expected, hey, we'd rather attack first, so we know at least the later half we can come back and make something happen of it. But I don't think they expect Ignite to get a 5-1 start off into this ship, and it's looking really good for them. They have a lot of time on their hand to kind of make up for the losses, but Ignite probably feeling a lot better about coming into this next upcoming round.
They have 2 roamers, and then XA is going to run right into one of them. Muffin kills XA. There's 2 roamers on this attempt right now. Muffin's going to hear somebody. He got the EMP down. So if anything, he can just stay in that room and watch EMP if he knows. But he adjusted his headset. Oh, while he adjusted his headset, he got taken down. And then he died, and Versal ends up picking off Sabovia. So I don't think they know that this EMP is down inside of that communication.
I mean, I don't think they they're not worried about it right now because they got, I think, 3-4 picks. Right on. They got 4 picks on that 3rd floor alone. True. I'm kind of shocked.
They only have that. Again, a similar situation.
Yeah, that Ignite kind of walked into that. And I think Rambo at this point might be pulling out, playing it safe, because now it's about 2 minutes in with a 1-4 push setup, and it's not looking good. Not looking good at all.
They are hunting him. Oh, yeah. It's a similar situation from last round where Rambo just about had half HP. This time, I think Ling has more of a player base to back it up and shut it down. So you're right. They're not too worried about this EMP. They definitely want to hunt down this last player.
They are. And I think they won't really find much success to it. Because look at Rambo. He's going... They're playing safe. They're going literally all the way offside as far as you can go. I think they're probably going in for the round save, keeping the Taurus to save, because remember, Tauruses are expensive. 800 credits just to save money. I think maybe they're going a little too far. I would still get cover back here because they can see you. Yeah. Yeah, like maybe go over here by the staircase or something like that. I would probably wait. Yeah, there's way more cover here. You're not going to get shot.
No way. That would be like... pretty crazy if some defender popped their head out right now and spotted him.
I know, but I think at this point, Rambo's played it as safe as you can be because they want to keep that Taurus going to the next round. And that's smart. That's smart because they know a 1-4 at this point, what costs more for the team? Like saving the Taurus or maybe going for a couple picks on Ling's side to maybe knock down some players. But we're talking about they're on their 2nd round. They don't really have much. They only have Spectrals and Tauruses at most, so they're probably fine, right?
Yeah.
But good play by Ling, and that's what we were talking about. Can Ling come back the next 6 rounds? They would literally have to be undefeated, otherwise it's gonna go to draw, and then at best for them, which isn't gonna bode well for Ling. But definitely Ignite. They have another 6 chances, right, to win. So they're probably feeling good. I'd be feeling good if I was on Ignite's side at this point. But anyways, a round win does go to Ling by a time. Ignite decided to play more of a safer round and go in for the save.
Yeah, they just can't get too comfortable. They're going to have to stay on their toes and be able to finish up these last 2 rounds for the Ignite side. Like you're saying, they are looking pretty comfortable with the advantage that they have right now.
Yeah, but here I will say that sometimes when you have too much of a lead, you might relax because you're like, we just need to win on by accident, and you'll get at least 2 wins, at best. But you got to remember, this is also Ignite on their attacking side against Ling on Ship. Ship, as we get talked about, it's depending on the team. In my favor, the defensive side more, and that's what we saw in Ignite. They're beautiful frags coming out onto Ling and knocking them down. I think 2 or 3 players at a time. So shocking, beautiful frag gameplay. Like I just wasn't even expecting it half the time because I don't know, I didn't expect that, But I think that 3-piece was just killer for Ignite. But anyways, we are now on Ling's defending half. We'll see if they can defend against them. This is the 1st floor, A and B sides. I think it's workshop and plumbing. Correct me if I'm wrong. My callouts aren't perfect, especially for bomb sites. I just say A and B site.
Yeah, no, right now you got it. I think that's the workshop and plumbing, yeah.
Yeah, Rambo playing into the drone. Probably trying to get some intel before they make any decisive pushes. Sorry, I can't even talk right now. My mind is like being... Oh, and they already knocked down the drone. At this point, they have been holding in. I don't think there's any roamers this time coming out from Ling's side.
Yeah, they blew the hatch above. Well, not specifically a site, but engine room. They're in the ER room now. They blew the hatch. So the sidewall was for a distraction on A site, from what it looks like to me.
Yeah, they're probably just trying to do what invisible pressure or something like that.
There's a player who disconnected.
Yep, they
Unbroken
just
verdict.
lost their player. Kenny, on top of that, I don't know if you noticed, they have a Vezin in hand.
Oh no, this is what Ling needed. I don't know how this happened in their luck of favor.
Oh, they decided to go in for the
MJ kills
team
Kenny.
kill so they can take the Vezin. And you know
Yeah,
what?
I
I
mean,
think that's a smarter play.
it
Because you don't want
is,
them
it
to
is.
accidentally run out. I've seen it before. Defending bots sometimes run out. Anyways, because able to knock down XA. Frag coming in, but nothing landing anywhere. And I think they're coming all Emil. I think there's bots on both sides at this point. I think both teams need to check their headsets. Because both teams have just lost a player
Both
right
teams
now.
lost a player. Yeah.
I mean, this is
Even
what
playing
happens,
field
right? When you're
still.
going, like, I think we're about 2 hours and 20 minutes deep into this game. Rambo
That's
knocks out
insane.
MJ.
Whoa! Player health pool right now for Ignite isn't looking as good as Ling, as it's a 3v3 situation. As I say that, Verso kills Sabovia, leaving it for 2 on the Ignite side. Player pool once again on Rambo is kissing 50% HP. Verso kills E with the Spectral, leaving it now with that similar situation we've had multiple times before with the 50 HP Rambo swinging around the corner but gets shut down by Cozy.
Yeah, and it looks like that. I think that Vezin save from the bot probably paid off at this point because Ling has just secured the round, right? And I know sometimes that looks weird, right? Should I kill this bot to take the Vezin back? Was that worth it? And I think it was a smart choice because I don't think everyone on Ling's side had a Vezin in hand, right?
Right. I ain't gonna hold you, I guess I'm right.
But I don't know. At this point, I'm hoping both teams can get their players back. But it looks like we might be playing a 4-4. And, you know, that sort of thing happens when you have a game that goes on for so long. And that's my one thing I'll say. You know, those round breaks, I think they're great. They can be very useful. But sometimes they do extend the game time by a fair amount, especially when you get 2 of them. Now extending the game time by at least a minimum of 20 minutes. And it looks like that might have been the nail in the coffin for one of these teams, as both teams now have bots. But, I mean, here's the thing. The defending bot is better than an attacking bot. So at this point, Ignite is essentially throwing a player away every round they come in. While the bot on the defending side, they at least have kind of a half player or even like a quarter player, right?
Yeah,
So-
because they do stand their ground, right? The defender bot kind of just stay where he is, and then the attacking bot kind of just Rambos himself in there.
Runs
Kinda
in. Look at
like-
this Emil.
name of,
Yeah.
similar to one of the player names in here, but you get the reference. Yeah, they just haul in there.
Emil taking their time. Anyways, let's go check out where everyone else is at.
They're
I think
making a slow approach down below, which is curious to me since there isn't a hatch, or I'm wondering if they don't know if the objective's at the bottom floor or if they're just playing it really slow and cautious at this point, checking their angles.
I think they're
watching
playing
for
it safe. Like maybe
flanks.
they're doing like a bottom up, maybe expecting roamers because we've seen Ling play. I think it's Beagle. We've seen players. Oh, Movement got knocked out. We've seen players play with you know a lot of roaming, especially from Ling's side. I think didn't they have 2 roamers at one point on one of the
They
sides? Yeah.
Yeah. Now, this time it's curious to me. The top fragger is still remaining on the Ignite side. Sorry, Beagle VR got a trip mine kill on that bot that did want to run itself right into it. But yeah, they did lose a good top fragger over on the Ling side, which was Mufin. He's gone. He's out. That headset must have died on him. Meanwhile, they have the top fragger for the Ignite side of Sabovia.
So I see your point. Like maybe the bot trade wasn't quite even, and that's a good point. That's a good point. I mean, that's something to consider too. The player you lose also plays a big
Right.
factor in whether or not the bot was a huge, you know, decrease in how your team's gonna play, or if it's fine.
And the fights, Rambo killing Beagle VR, E following up killing the bot Kenny.
Yeah, now down to a
bot wasn't
3v4 from Ling's side, and they are just shooting through. I think MJ trying to get the shots all the way through.
Almost taking down XA in the process. It is a 3v4 situation. Player XA has a very low health pool, sitting at 6 HP, but they're not down until they're down. They're not out until they're out. They could pop another head or two, given that they come up at a good off angle or good timing with their team.
Yeah, I think at this point, I'm imagining Ignite might be going for a reset on this side, or maybe they're just trying to go back and forth. I don't know. We're seeing a push right now on the A from XA.
Now, E gets a kill on Versal. MJ997 revenges the kill on E. Rambo with the Marui killing MJ. Sabovia killing Cozy with a Omen. That's curious. Omen came out. I didn't see the buy, but at the end there, the last kill was by an Omen.
I mean, things worked out finally for Ignite. They finally came back against Ling's momentum that they were gaining. And I think at this point, Ignite is feeling pretty good. They basically have a draw in the pocket. But can Ling fight back against this to maybe secure at least a draw? Because at this point, any round lost is now a round that's going to be going to Ignite's win. And it's going to be a match point from this point forward. And let's look at Ignite's side. They now have 5 players in, and I think this might be the final nail in the coffin for Ling, because Ignite now has 5 players in against 4 players on Ling's side. Right. And I don't know if that is the case, then the connoisseurs are definitely going to be upset this week. As this was a 20-point difference between Ling and Ignite. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say, but I'd love a good round upset. But I'm going to be a little bit... unfortunately, I did vote a certain way this map, and I will say if it goes the way that I'm thinking it's going to go, I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose my connoisseur vote this week. But it's fine. It's okay.
Yeah, if I had to be a betting man, I would put my money on Ignite right now to take this round win going into round 10. This could be the last round that they need to finish up the series win.
Yeah, at this point we're seeing Sabovia and Rambo playing together. Maybe they're going to be playing kind of a duos. And I mean, these 2 players, we've seen them put up a fair amount of numbers in this round. Anyways, Nelson knocks down Kenny, the bot.
Bot on bot action.
Oh my god! Never mind. That is the first time I've seen the bot finally put in work, and it leaves it a 4-4. So it's now player versus player. Wait, didn't Ignite just have 5 players? Did they lose the player again?
It looks to me like that was the case right there. There was some bot on bot action we had taken unfolding there.
I know at this point,
looks to me like they're going above hatch on. What above hatch is there in this location? Never mind, there is no top hatches in this top floor.
Yeah, they are just relaxing. MJ swinging wide. I think just a lot of movement from Ling's side, probably trying to check all their corners, trying to see and predict where Ignite's going to make their actual push. But looks like Ignite decided to do a full reset, because they already started a push on the B, but they did a full reset, coming to check out the A site now with the drone in hand.
Yeah, the drone's coming in for sure in this A site. It's going to want to try and find one of these roamers here. They are well grounded inside of this captain room area.
Yeah, at this point, Ling trying to get some shots out with the wall bangs. Oh, E able to knock down Cozy. Now a 4-3 situation developing for Ignite. Probably trying to get one more pick before they make their push in. And I think Ling at this point is starting to kind of get a little bit scared on how this round's going to turn out for them.
The team push will commence now as XA goes into the A site. Rambo picking off a kill on Pico VR. Versal getting Sabovia. Versal with a double piece on Rambo and Sabovia. And then XA killing Versal for this map win goes to Ignite.
I keep
awesome.
saying I'm surprised this whole game, and it happens time and time again. And here we are with Ignite coming into a final, a map 3 decider, and they decided that they wanted to win today. Unfortunately, we saw some weird bot actions and people dropping left and right, and things were definitely getting kind of funky towards the end there. But that's how Breachers goes, that's how VR goes, and that's how a lot of these games go. And that really is how the cards fall, right? You can't do anything about that. But it is what it is. But any final thoughts you thought on this Ignite versus Ling game, because things definitely did not go the way that the community thought it was going to.
Yeah, fortunate for me, I've been able to cast these really long matches, and for me, voting in on underdogs, I like to see a good underdog story, so that the connoisseurs, the fans at home, voted up against them. They did overcome that challenge, so it was a good show. It was a good show.
I know, definitely some really good action from here, and good shout out. I know we always talk about the underdog here, and I know some people don't always want to hear that they're the underdog, but I will say that we usually say the team that's the underdog is just the community votes. That's just how it is.
Right.
I mean, it's not like I'm having any comment on someone's skills or anything like that. It's just, to us, as the caster, the viewer, or whatever, and the votes that we see, we're assuming the underdog is just always going to be the one that has less votes, because that's essentially who the community thinks going to win or lose, right? And to us, that's the underdog. And today, luckily for Ignite, they were the underdog, and luckily they also want to upset a lot of connoisseur votes, at least at the bare minimum 20 people. So they're probably going to be a little upset about this game, but hey, they can come back to this cast, check it out, and enjoy what is going on. But anyways, wanted to give a shout out to Pro2VR. I don't know if you do not know what they do. They do provide some great VR rifle mounts and VR accessories that can help your stabilize your in-game aim. Sometimes people like utilizing the I think it's virtual stock or something like that, but I know some people want some actual real life stocks, and they have a great amount of actual real life stocks. I've checked out a couple of them myself, so I love using them. They're great if you really want to stabilize your shots, and they're great. You can put your controller in the cups. They have magnetic cups, all these different things that you can do. So definitely go check out Pro2VR. I forgot if we have a code for them. I did not see it in the sponsor sheet, so I'm not quite sure, but if someone's in the chat, they see this, and if you have a Pro2VR code, please put it out for us. If Ninja Salad is in the chat, please help me out. But anyways, if y'all want to check out more Breachers action, please subscribe to the channel and check out VRML Breachers, or is it Breachers VRML? I believe it's what it's actually called on YouTube. But anyways, that will be it for today, and we had an amazing game, and we will hopefully catch y'all in the next one. I think there's actually a cast that might have just started happening, so go check out that cast if you want some more Breachers action. But anyways, we will see y'all around, and have a good night.
Breachers VRML is brought to you by Triangle Factory, HyperX, ProTube VR. Thanks for watching VRML.